Are you struggling to make content about social media platforms these days, especially like on Instagram and TikTok? Important to post content on a regular basis. And with platforms like Instagram, for example, right? Instagram rewards more recency. So you need to be posting at least 4 times a week. Now, with TikTok as well, I recommend at least posting 3 or 4 times a week as well, because with these platforms, you gain more traction the more you post. So what I'm talking about is the more you're consistent and the more you post, the more your account starts gaining momentum. So for example, on TikTok, if somebody likes your video and then stops following you, they start watching all your other content. Another person could just see one of your videos, and even if they like that video, they will start seeing other videos on their For You page. So if you keep posting new content, you're going to get lots of new eyes looking at all your other videos because they are going to pop up on their For You pages. So keep posting, be consistent, be regular, and you'll start to see your account get a nice compound growth effect, all right? And it will start to get bigger and bigger, the views. And you'll also notice if you don't post much at all, or just once in a month, for example, that your views will decline. So it's important to be consistent or regular on the platform. Plus, if you are not there for your followers, they will think that you do not care about them, and they will start seeking elsewhere for their entertainment advice. Now, sure, if you're going through a midlife crisis, something bad has happened in your family, I hope not, but if something's happened and you need time off, then by all means, take a break as long as you need to until you get back in the game. But it's still be handy if you made some content in advance, perhaps if a situation did happen like that, because then you could always schedule those posts. And I will say, if you do have some time off, yeah, you can get your account back. Don't worry, you can get that growth back. It's just you'll go through an initial phase where everything's quite low for a few weeks, maybe even a month or 2. But you can still get it back if you continue to post and engage and all these other things, which I'll talk about in another video, so stick around if you want to see. Before you make your content, your videos, I also think a loose script can also help. And even if you just write a few notes down on a bit of paper or on your notepad or on the screen, it gives you an idea what you're actually talking about. And you record your words and sentences short and keep starting and stopping, very much like I do in this video. It allows you to make mistakes, and you can cut the bits where you're waffling on and doing a blooper or something. It allows your videos to just look like you're talking at a nice flow and confidently without the awkward pauses I've already just mentioned. It allows you to speak your message clearly and get all the information in. I want you to think about in your head, like almost you're like using bullet points to deliver your message and keep things simple. You've always got to talk and deliver your message and the information like a 4-year-old would understand, because the more simple something is, the easier somebody's going to be able to understand it. And if you're given a tip, for example, if they're able to understand it, they're going to be able to implement it, which makes you give them a win, and they're going to come back for more and see your video full of value. Now, if it's full of complicated jargon and you're making it too complicated and it's too intense, this is going to intimidate someone, put someone off. They're going to be like, WTF, what the hell is this shit, right? And then they're just going to stop watching your video and move on. So keep things simple, and a lot of the times less is more. If you are really struggling to make content, you could use templates, and CapCut have loads of templates. Start off, just simply check the CapCut app because there's loads of templates on there anyway to help you out. And also if you go on TikTok as well, this can really help you to make easy content, deliver your message. You can also use Canva, which has loads of templates. I want to also address the importance of perfection, because there is no such thing as perfection, and perfection is the master of procrastination. At the end of the day, who determines if your content is good enough? It is the person who's watching your video at the time. Therefore, as you're not a mind reader, you do not know if your video is going to do well or not. And trust me, once you've posted your video, you will find out if your video is good or not, and you can make further adjustments. But what I'm saying is stop trying to aim for perfection. I've been guilty of this so many times. Very good way of not actually posting any content. Any video can blow up, right? So even if you post content which is semi-decent, and that will be good enough because you don't know who's going to resonate it. So if you've got some content in your drafts, right, just post it and see what happens. You can always tweak it at another time. Now, if you're on Instagram and you like to post carousels, for example, which are a really good way to help nurture your audience and get followers, all right, and really good engagement, you can use Canva templates to help you out on that. I recommend you saving elements and images for later future use. So if you've got any images of you like, different poses or arrows or things like that, save them in a folder in your Canva so you can use them at another time. And this is the same with your branding colors. It will make your life a whole lot easier and quicker. Just like I mentioned with your videos, have a loose script and keep things simple. To make your life easier as well, creating your carousels, always have a template for your last slide, because all you have to do then is just change the words slightly. And if you look at all my carousels on Instagram, you'll notice I'm using the same picture, the same sort of thing, just with a different call to action at the end. Now, I don't know if you knew about this, and this is a really good hack or important thing to know, but did you know on your Instagram carousels, your second slide also gets shown to people as your main post? So what I mean is your post will get shown again on the feed for people on Instagram, right, looking, but it will start with your second slide, not the first, the second slide. And therefore, make sure your first slide is intriguing, but also your second slide as well, because somebody might see your post for the first time on that slide. So make it intriguing and add curiosity in that. Now, if you're making long form content like a YouTube or a podcast, for example, or even TikTok, it's just important to cut out all the fluff and the dead air and the dead space. And what I'm talking about is and just waffling, because watch time and completion rate is such an important metric for your content to do well and get pushed out to more people, and it will prevent people from stop scrolling and going to somewhere else. So with your videos, I want you to trim any time you have or you're breathing loud, there's a big pause, or you're and ahhing, and just get to the point so it's short and concise. And there are other apps out there which actually will do this for you automatically. So if you'd like to know about those more, ask away in the comments. Once again, record just your sentences. Stop, start, stop, start, stop, start. Because this makes creating your content and reading your script easier, but it also makes it easier to add edits and jump cuts and transitions and add captions. If you are using single images for Instagram or even Facebook, use templates, especially if it's like quotes, things like that. Have it with the same branding theme colors. Keep things really clear and simple. If you're not using stories, then you are really missing out, because stories are a great way to nurture your audience and normally contain your super fans, which are going to be good leads for you to be able to monetize and convert into clients, buy products. And stories are a really good way. It services your products and help build trust. It allows you to connect with your audience. Your stories can be like more rough and authentic, all right? And that behind the scenes feel, talking to someone at the end of the bed or in your front room casually, and it's engaging. Not only that, stories have a different algorithm and it's a different feed. So not only will it help boost your profile to more people if people interact with it, but new people and new followers or new eyes are going to look at your stories as well. So you can get more reach from other accounts. Even if you don't feel like posting normal posts in the day, why don't you just post, say, like 3 stories and just have interactive stickers or polls on it, and you don't necessarily have to be in the video, and you can even batch make your stories, your content for the week, and just do a variety of different themes or topics, like hacks on one day, a client testimonial another day, you could do a game another day, behind the scenes a masterclass or a mini training, the theme every day. And by doing that, people are going to look forward to your stories, and even people maybe stalking you will be checking out your stories as well, because if you start doing a regular theme, people are going to remember that, recognize that, come back for more, and they'll start looking at your account, and then your account's going to get recommended to more people. I will say with your stories, try and aim for at least 3 when you do them. You don't have to do them every day if you don't want to, but try and aim for at least 3 to get things moving. And don't post more than 30. It's been shown in surveys online, all right, that people tend to get put off if you see more than 30. And you've probably seen it when you see lots of little dots. It's quite intimidating, and it's intimidating because you know you've got a lot to look through to get to the end. And also it's very hard to catch up. Just use the right amount which gets your message across, but also remember, whatever you can say, you could say it tomorrow or the day after. It doesn't all have to be in one day. With your stories as well, just don't be afraid to be spontaneous. If you've got something to say, quickly say something, and don't be afraid also to share quotes or anything makes you laugh, or anything funny. That makes it seem more real and authentic, because you are being real and authentic in yourself, and that makes your account more attractive and you become more likable and relatable because you are a human. Now, because you've got this far already in the video, I feel like you deserve some bonus tips. Do small batch making so you can remain relevant. Make content on the weekends if you have to, if you're lacking time. Have standard templates and images ready to use. Create content folders for quicker use and reference. Use the microphone to speak feature for quicker copy. Speaking of copy, use an AI tool like ChatGPT to help you assist with it, or use ChatGPT for content ideas. Just be aware, whatever you put onto ChatGPT, it's already based on information's already being put out there. Whatever you copy, it's going to be very similar to someone else. So for that, use it to help assist you. Make sure explain and deliver a message that even a 4-year-old would understand. Remember, simplicity is key and less is actually more. Remind yourself there is no such thing as perfection. So just get that post done and put it out there. You can always tweak things later. And if you need more help on support and accountability and motivation, hire a coach like me that can help you with your journey. If you found this video helpful and valuable, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.